This thing on. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
We'll soon find out, because the usual culprits are in chat, who will let me know that my colour balance is terrible, my hair is going grey, and that, yeah. Good evening, one and all. Welcome to a Saturday evening when I'm supposed to be indoors watching something with my good lady. But I've got to the point where it's like the old days. There's quite a bit of review gear here. So I thought I would cut it here and do a quick show and tell. Please bear in mind that this is just a quick look at stuff. I'm not showing decks, builds. It's not a review. It's just, this is what's coming up. That's all we're doing here. And then I'll go back indoors and what are we going to watch? Oh, that new, the new film. What is it? Oh my God. It's totally going out of my head. Matt Wahlberg, not Matt Wahlberg. Matt Damon, the Netflix one. God, what's it called? Help. Somebody help. So I'll be watching that. We will not be doing a Jaff Vapes here. If I was to do a 6-hour stream out here in the shed, you would know there was an issue, because she would probably set fire to the shed with me inside it. Love you, Jeff. Is Jeff here? Jeff's here. Right. Good evening to everybody that's here in chat. Jaff, what are you doing, Jaff? Are you standing outside Greg's eating a donut? Because we all know that's what you just stand about all day in door shops eating donuts. But right. What can we do? What will we do to get this going? Is there anybody I don't recognise in chat? I'm not going to say hello to everybody, because most of you all know one another or see one another hanging out in the chat. And there's oh, hang on, there's a username. Dun, da da dun, da da dun. Back in Black. What an album! What a tune! And we have the usual folk here, and yes, here we go. As far as questions go, most questions I'm okay with if this is your first time here. Don't ask me what my favourite e-liquid is, because I'll lie to you. I'll make something up and it won't be the truth. So don't ask me. Actually, that applies to nearly everything that you ask me. Hopefully somebody in chat will answer you with a serious reply, but most of the words that come out my mouth are utter crap. Utter crap. Daniel, how have you got a spanner? How can you ask me questions like... Sorry, Daniel, when I say Daniel, that's GT Wincam. Or sorry, GTT, or is it... He knows what I mean. How many watts? Yeah, how many watts? Does it crackle? Sorry. Mr. John Paul Glasgow, yes. I remember speaking to you in other shows. What's your favourite album? Now that's a good question. That's a good question. That's actually AC/DC Back in Black would rank up there in the top 5. Depeche Mode 101, that would be up there as well. Rumours, Fleetwood Mac, that would be up there. Oh, so many to choose from. Right. Pam, how tall are you? I'm 6'2". Yeah, or I used to be 6 foot. When I joined the army, I was 6'2". Sorry, is that height? Yeah, 6'2". That's how much. Right, what colour pants are you wearing? Blue. What weight is it? Can't tell you. Aliens or Alien 3? Aliens, Alien, Alien 3 Director's Cut. Has to be the Director's Cut. And what's the best atomizer? Have you remembered yet? You're watching The Rip. The Rip! That's it! That was the name of it, The Rip. Thank you. Thank you. Holy shit, this was going to be a quick live and it's gone to crap already. So, I have my cup. We don't talk about white balance here. Nobody mention white balance, please. You have to be honest, the white balance is a lot better since I put up the fake brick. And no, I didn't copy Fagin. I had my fake brick up months before Fagin had his. I'm just putting that out there. He copied me. He copied me. I'm just saying. There's a self-titled one that came out before it. Yeah, Tusk. Tusk is a good album as well. Tusk is a good album. A Ridley Scott marathon is needed. Yes. I actually watched Alien again for not so long ago, a few weeks ago. I got one of the latest Blu-ray versions of it. And the quality, I'm sorry, this is turning into something completely different to what I intended. This was supposed to be a vape. Let's do vaping. Shall we do vaping? Right. What I'm about to show you here is not going to be reviewed in the order I'm showing it to you, because I can't remember what order I'm showing it to you in. Showing it you words. Yeah. What I will say, still going. Come on the Orion crew. Come to the dark side. Come to the dark side. Enjoy the Orion. The Orion, then the one Orion is still. It's still in my hand. It still gets used all the time, and it's very, very good. It's even better when I plug it in. How do I change the wattage in this again? 3 clicks. There we go. I do love it. And obviously I've got Joe's titanium kit and whatnot, and the doors and the buttons, and yeah, it's very, very nice. On that front, obviously there's been reviews, and everybody's done reviews for this now. It's one of the first ones that I should really mention. Here we go. I'm not going to look at chat. It's just going wrong already. This is this is by Thief. This is their new RBA, which I literally... see if you know names of gear. Hang on, I'm away to find the box. I've got it here. There we go. That's what it's called, the Thorian. So this review shall be down the line. The panels by them as well. This is my original battered, bruised, and so on original Orion. But yeah, it reminds me of. I know that I get upset when I start talking about reminds me of and all that stuff. It reminds me of, oh, Mrs. Mo. Mrs. Mo, what are you doing here? You should be treating Mr. Mo to birthday celebrations. If we could all say happy birthday, Mo, I would appreciate it. But yeah, sorry. It reminds me of like an unknown RBA, or like a pinhead or something like that. Just the way with the deck and the air. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. And once again, like most RBAs for this, it's very, very reasonably priced. So that is one that is going to be coming down the line. Neil making an amazing entrance as usual. Shaggers! What will I do with this? I need to put this stuff somewhere where I don't fall over it. So, Orion stuff. Have I got any more Orion stuff? No, that's it. That's all that's coming in it. I will put a shout out to Joe at Royal Vapes, who did send me on some new toys. He sent me on my usual. No, that's not my usual. That's my usual. Vanilla custard and ice cream wafers. But he also sent me on this one, which I have not tried yet, which is vanilla swirl. I'll get to that. I will get to that. And I best put this away now, because it's been cluttering up my desk. There we go. Mo was sleeping and only woke him up to watch your live, so no treats for him. Right, sorry if I missed things in chat. 82 concurrent viewers. See, the secret is that you just announce you're doing a live about an hour, 2 hours before you're going to do it, and that way nobody turns up and you don't get lots of crazy questions. I'm old and grumpy, and I don't want to talk to people. That's why I do my lives this way. And yes, somebody's already called me grumpy, and Mo's pointed out that I need the views. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Mudflap wants to know my favourite 21700 mod. I'll tell you what, I normally don't answer those questions, but for that one, I don't actually have a lot of 21700. I'm an 18650 guy. I like my 18650 mods. I mean, I have 21700 mods. I've got like the new Konshu side by side plus, the Harrier, the Paramore. I've got a couple of 21700 Squonkers, old school ones. That's really about it. Does your one Orion leak in airflow when filling? Ha ha ha. When you fill the one Orion, it's like filling. Do you know the trick with it when you're filling an RTA? You know, when you've not got juice flow on it. So you fill the tank up, you put the top cap on just a tiny little bit until it's the seal's making a contact, then turn it upside down and then close the cap. I do the exact same with my one Orion. I do the exact same. I fill it up on its side with the RBA at the bottom and fill it up, and then once it gets kind of full, put the bung on, turn it upside down and tighten it off and leave it for about 30 seconds. That's it, it's fine. But if I do it just normally with the RBA sitting as you would vape it, squirt the juice in and screw the cap down, then yes, it just pushes juice into the deck. So just get used to doing the old upside down trick and you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. We can hear 82 pod users here for latest new pod. I do have 2 pods back there, but I'm not even going to show them to you because I can't be arsed, to be honest. I have nothing. It's not that I dislike pods. It's not that I don't think pods have a place in the market. They're not disposables, I will hasten to add. It's just that they don't excite me as much as the stuff that I'm just about to show you. And speaking of exciting things, steady yourself. This is about to get rowdy. Oh, you're not ready for this. Dun dun dun. What's that song? Get ready for this. Get ready for this. Dun 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 dun. Too Unlimited. Was that what I'm thinking of? Oh no, there's the song that's just landed right in my head. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me just zoom right in this. Here we go. Here we go. This is a thing. And up close. That's a mod. That's a mod and a half. Look at that thing. It's a thing to end all things. It's just... I've got Bogan's tank on top of it. This is the Raiden by BD Vape. It's a 220 watt mod. It's a dual 18650 device, and it's got bits on it. Look at these. They do They do a Tyrannosaurus version, a T-Rex version as well. But stop laughing. It's mental. It's look at it. Look at this. How far that comes out. Neil, yeah, that's it's public. This one, it's public. Hang on. Yes, I'm vaping at 50 watts. So it's as I said, listen, I know for a lot of my patrons that are watching this, they've seen all this stuff before. We do unboxings for everything when it comes in, and we have a look at it for the first time together and put a build and things and so on. So to you guys that are here watching this again, I'm sorry. But this is for everybody, you know, everybody. So yeah. Hang on. Aiden, there's no crackle. Yes, I've had sex this year. That's this year. You will not find much in the way of crackle coming from anything that I've got in my builds. Yeah, that's going to get kind of cloudy in here. This is so much not my kind of thing, and but putting it up on Instagram and my Facebook page and the group, I'm actually surprised by how many people actually like it, really like it. And as I've said in my Patreon, whilst it's not my thing, and I may take the piss a little bit about it, it's something different, and I'm all for things being different, because this game gets kind of boring and repetitive sometimes. So somebody doing something bonkers like this yeah, I'm all for it, so that is, I think that's actually going to be the next review. So there we go. Dive back into chat. What is this mod to commemorate? I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. Yeah, Neil, you've got to be careful. This isn't private. This is public. This one, so you have to be careful what you say. It's like a Warcraft mod. I don't know anything about Warhammer, Warcraft, or anything like that. But yeah. Do you feel bad? Nah. No, Neil. Actually, the raised parts on the front, your hand, you don't make contact with them at all when it's in the hand. It's actually a comfortable mod, and it's all aluminium or aluminum, aluminium. So it's, even though it's only a dual 18650, I think I'm making assumptions here, as usual. I kind of thought that this might have been a dual 21700 because the people that would use this kind of mod, obviously beards and tattoos and black t-shirts. Stop it. They want 21700, they want all the power, because 220 watts with two 18650s, how long is that going to? I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Bob, my friend. Edith from Still Game. That's brilliant. Right. Where are we going next? I don't hate clouds. I'm just taking the piss. I'm having a laugh. Right. Next. I do have I know it's out. The Dotpod Max RBA. I've had the RBA for November, I think I got it, but they asked me not to show it off. They told me to wait for the production version, so I did. I've waited, and it's now released. But so I will be reviewing that, and I know this isn't as quite as it's not as glamorous and as pretty as the Orion, but with the RBA in it. It's very good. It is very good. I do like it. What have I missed here? Vape 636 gave up the drugs for my New Year's resolution. Good man. Good man. Is the RBA worth buying the pod? Is the RBA worth buying the pod? Is the RBA worth buying for the Dotpod Max? If you like the Dotpod Max and you want, yes. I don't. Obviously, I can't discuss pricing here, but if it's cheap enough, then yeah, definitely. Oh, Bob, did you get that Delro? Oh, excellent, man. Excellent. I hope you like it. Any hassles, you know where I am. Give me a shout. Right, go on. The Dot RBA, do you know the Dot pre-made coils? They're not the best. They're not the best on the market. There are better pod devices, not devices, but coils, pod coils, but they're not terrible. They're not terrible. They're good. I'd say they're good. Dane's just arrived, rolled out of his bed as usual. Just watching the moth. Yep. Yes. Right. Since we might as well talk about this then, since Dane's just mentioned it. What a pretty mod. What a pretty mod. Oh, don't look in the drip tip. Don't look in the drip tip. Anyway, this was a present, which is, so this mod is treasured. It's treasured. But inside is the Optimus. It's the G2. It's their updated Moth. So there was the Moth, the 1.1. and this is the G2, which is a bit more refined, shall we say. Not getting into a great deal of detail on it, because obviously this is just a quick look, it's not a review. But the chamber, the deck, the top cap, everything's just a little bit different. A lot of the accessories, you can still get the dot conversion kit for it. You can still get the mouth to lung chimney and air pins for it. Yeah, so I've been tooting away in this, and there's also, I think the list just closed or people are getting them. There's the Void. Is it the Void? Correct me if I'm wrong. Which is I think it's a DLC. I'm not sure if it's just black or if it's actually DLC. But there's that version out just now as well. But I really liked the previous one. I kept it for the best part of a year, and I just let it go before Christmas. So it's made me kind of happy bunny to get this an updated version back in the shed door. So yeah, there we are, the G2. Bob, I just clean this occasionally with isopropylene, and she stays pretty clean. She really does. Yeah, that's not going to vape very well, is it? I forgot I took all the batteries out to charge them. Oopsie. Oopsie. Let's just have some clouds instead. Hang on. Did I switch that off? I did. Damn. Lovely. Clouds. What else we got? White mods. They're still going to make all mods have removable batteries in the European market. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah. I could make something up and sound like I know what I'm talking about, but the truth is that when it comes to stuff like that, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't research it. I don't keep up to date in it. I just play with the toys I have in front with me. So I apologise for not knowing that. But things could be worse. There could be a random Australian with a magnificent beard just walked into chat. Okay. And to celebrate the fact that there's a magnificent Australian with a wonderful beard in chat, we shall now roll out this. Here we go. So this just arrived today. Is it the Minister? Is it the Minister? Yeah, the Minister by Centenary Mods. So they've got this little... you buy these separately. Short and sweet version is you can buy the RTA, which is 20mm in diameter. You can buy the mech mod, which comes with an 18650, 500 and 350 tube, and this has juice flow control, and you fill it from the top, and the maximum pin that you will get for it is 2mm airflow pin, but it goes down to 0.8, and it is proper mouth to lung. It's proper mouth to lung. I've got 0.8 in it, and it's very nice. It's a very nice mouth to lung. The mech, I mean, this takes me back. I was saying this to my patrons today, was that this is like turning the clock back for me. Just having a nice wee mech mod, nice tank on the top. This is where it happened. This is happy days. He's done a nice job on it. I'll probably end up polishing this just because I like shiny mechs. And the button it's actually got a locking switch on it, which won't work just now because there's no battery in it. But there's no adjustments that you have to make. You know, it's a hybrid connection in the top, and you just basically tighten this till it makes contact with the battery, and then the locking mechanism kicks in. It's quite smart. It comes with 2 springs. The one that comes with it, I'm reviewing. I said I wasn't going to review. Bollocks. The one that comes with it is really, really stiff. Don't like it. I'm going to change it out and put the soft spring in. But there we go. Minister. It's a mech. Yes, it's a mech. Is there always a gap between the mod and the ATI? No, there isn't. That's it. No gap. No gap. Sorry, I'm showing you that. I'm not even on that camera. No, there's no gap there. It's good. I think the gap you might be confusing for the black O-ring at the bottom there. You see that? Pop that there. Right, catch up chat. Birdman. Birdie. Australians are dodgy. Yes, there are many dodgy Australians about, Adam. Oh, speaking about dodgy. I can't say what I was going to say. There was Russell. I was about to share a fond greeting to you from our home country, but then I realised that I can't really say that kind of thing on YouTube because it might get me struck off. But you can probably guess what I was going to say to you. Say no more. Oh, Bob, don't know. I'm not even going to go down that road. I'm not going to open that can of worms. I like insufferable fingerprint magnets are tremendous. They are the thing. Tom's got a few glass tubes. Still kicking myself by losing my VWM tube. Rare as hen's teeth. The glass tubes, I had one for a while. I ended up letting it go. I do regret it. It's one of these things I should have kept, but yeah, I have my special mechs that will never go. Never go. Is that the RT the follow-up to the Diplomat? I don't know if it's the fault. Well, yes, I suppose it is. Or it came after the Diplomat. You had the Diplomat RDL, the DLC Diplomat, and now you've got the Minister. So, yeah, I think it's just been released. Or maybe it was released the other day. I'm not sure entirely. Where are we? Still got 3 Vicious Ant Venoms. Yes. The switches, the threading was always a little bit meh on them. That was the only thing I remember from them. You have the shouts from chats about tanks on mech mods. Oh, Russell, Bobag. Oh, trust me, mate. It was worse than that. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, you put anything in a mech mod as long as you're 5-10 pins, not spring loaded, and it protrudes far enough. You know, the positive post protrudes far enough out. And there's no reason why you can't put it on a mech mod. Don't get me wrong. There's good reason for people talking about when you should and shouldn't use a mech mod and whatnot. Safety should always come first. The build should be suitable for the battery, as always. And but yeah, common sense. Hey, I'm not saying that I've done some silly things with mechs that I'm not proud of. And thrown mechs out the door of the shed because they got very, very hot. We've all been there and done silly things, but yes, just be careful. Be careful. If in doubt, ask somebody. It's the pre-made coil sub-tanks that can be dangerous in mechs. Yeah, Mr. Hughes has just ordered a minister. You see them regularly in the MEB group. Yeah, I'm just going to say, Daniel, I don't remember them being 23mm. I thought they were 22. I know Tom's saying they're 22, but yeah, the Caravellas were gorgeous. The Caravellas were gorgeous, and he was a nutter. He was a nutter. Neil, will the Diplomat airpins work in that RTA? No. No, they won't. That was an assumption. I apologise. That was an assumption. Looking at the airpins that were in the box, I'm thinking about what the airpins on the Diplomat are like. I cannot see them work. I don't think they're going to work. They just look totally different sizes, especially lengthwise. So, yeah, it might turn out that they do. But until I get testing and into the review portion of it, I won't know. But it's a good question. Reason much love the Neopets from pics I've seen, they look totally different. The only mechs I kept from Sentimental Razors from Mo are the Method one, the Purge Enforcer and Signature Clutch Corona edition and thing. Yep. Silly things from it. 7 stack, 29.4. Is that silly? You know the answer to that. Birdie, everybody knows you're a raving feckin' lunatic when it comes to mechs. You don't have to try and impress us with these figures, my friend. We all know you're off your chump. It's a known fact. But the Omen is my endgame. The Omen, I don't actually know what the Omen is. I'll admit, I don't know what the Omen is. Hang on, I'm going to go searching. Omen mech mod. Oh. Okay. It's got the waist on it. Omen. Oh no, that's sorry. There's two different ones. I'm thinking of Omen. Those of you that know Omen OH will know who I'm on about. Yeah, Nick did a review on it. Holy shit, patina. Wow. Sorry, I should really show you what I'm looking at. Visit. Can we? Let's bring Nick into the game. Where is he? Let's get do an up close. You lazy septic tank. Oh, that's who's on Mr. Grim Green's council. Tell him to go back and redo his review for the Omen mech. There's a severe lack of showing things off here and too much talking. Oh, pause. There we go. Found it. There we go. There we go. That's it. Look! I'm going to call him out. Never mind that bloody awful haircut that he's just got. There's a 13 minutes and 10 seconds video, and he does about 30 bloody seconds showing the thing up close, and he's just holding... Indoor smokers would have done a better review than that. I'm telling you. He's just getting lazy in his old age, that boy. I am jesting. If you don't understand, I am jesting. Oh, Bogan did it as well. I would trade anything for an Omen, says Birdie. Chonky for an 18650. Never try one. Paps. The Paps Lux Switch. Best in the game. Oh dear. My butler wouldn't even use that thing. Brutal. Brutal. Hybrid mechs and Omen B mech. That one I know. No, it's was it not a 14500? 14650. I'm sure it's 14500 or 14650. Yeah, we didn't have a 14350. Or maybe there is, but the mods were all 14500. Right, excuse me while I... Mo, block him. Block him now. Because he'll just keep calling and calling and calling. He never gives up. I need a vape. Actually, I'm going to put a battery in this thing because I'm going to have a vape from this. Battery! Can't remember which way the battery goes in. We'll try this way. Is that the right way? That was the right way. I'm going to say it now. When you pick a device up and you put a battery in it and you're all cock of the walk and confident and it's a squonker, you should always check and see that the cotton's saturated, not just take a vape. That's a bad idea. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, shipping costs from Mo are next level. They're next level. Right. Somebody remind me. Who was the name of the baddie in Stranger Things? Was it Venka or Vecna? Was it Vecna or Venka? I can't remember now, and I watched the show, but it's just gone completely out of my head. And excuse me while I get all the juice off of this. I've just over squonked. What a sad professional reviewer. Years of training. The Venga Bus. This Atty shall from this day forth be known as the Venga Bus, or the Vegan. We might even call it by its proper name once in a while. Right, Voodol. They look at this. I'm so sorry. I hope Pam isn't still watching this, because Pam just shouts at me. Because I'm just a mucky pup. I make no apologies for it, but when Pam shouts at me, I feel like I have to apologise. So we've got a bit of snowcap action going on here, which I reviewed this not long ago. And on top is obviously this is the Vecna Venka Venga Bus Vegas RDA, and this is just the, I don't know if it's, has it reached the hands of people yet? I'm not sure if it has. It's an RDA. It's an RDA with air holes and holes in the top. Single coil, and I'm not going to get into showing you the deck and all the rest of it, because that would ruin all the surprises. I did have a bit of an issue at the start, which is more on me. It was awfully whistly and I wasn't happy with it at all, but that was my coil position, so yeah, that one was on me. But that's coming very yes, I'm very, very used to Canadian women shouting at me. It's just my life in a nutshell. Roy, you tatty munching, you actually went there, didn't you? You actually went there. Mark Hughes, the list is still open for this in their Facebook group. Very nice. Squonking is the future, and the future is now. Just in case you didn't know. I'm so desperate for squonking to come back in fashion because I have so many squonk mods, and right now there's probably about 40, 50 of them, and they have the sum value of £4.50. That's if I include batteries with them. Be married to an Italian, hide the knives. Oh, that's tasty. Yum num. Right, what's next? For those of you that haven't seen the review, there's been a lot of mouth to lung action going on in my life. Paravoz, I did a review for that. The old Genesis back in the game again, and I really enjoyed vaping with that a great deal, because it was for me very much how I remember vaping mouth to lung back when I started vaping, which was in Genesis days. It was that proper, you know, it was just, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. I didn't have any issues with the builds, no hotspots. The whole way that they work with mesh now and the wicking and the ropes is just, it's night and day. It made my experience of using a Genesis tank much more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I was really happy about that. So on that note, speaking of mouth to lung, and we've got obviously the Minister is mouth to lung. I got this in from Keith and Lisa, obviously, at Creme de Vape. That's juice on the inside. That is not juice on the outside. I just want to add, that's definitely juice on the inside. The Gaia by Typhoon or Tayfun or whatever you want to call them. This is most definitely a mouth to lung RBA. It has quite a trick, I had an experience with this when I did the unboxing in my first build. When I do my unboxings, I don't read manuals and I don't research the devices. That way it makes for a more entertaining unboxing, which usually goes very wrong. And this one did. But I don't really, I'm not going to get into it just now. But short and sweet version is, this doodah here, you've got wicking holes on the top, and when you pull this doodah down, it pulls this down and it hides the wicking holes. So when you're filling this, when you actually fill this, if I see how this glass is making contact with this bit here, if I push that down like that, it moves this entire bit down, which closes off the juice holes. So you can just fill it up and you're not going to have issues with, you know, juice shooting into the chamber. It's very clever, and when I say it's very clever, when you look at the deck, you have to be honest, when you look at it, there's no branding on it, and when you look at it and you look at the deck, it looks very old. The design looks very, very old, and it's like building on an old device. But it's got that clever juice flow system on it, and the way it vapes is mouth to lung is very, very good. As much as I don't like one aspect of it, the vape from it, yeah. I don't. Maybe some of you have got it here already. I think it's been out for a couple of weeks now, maybe longer. But mouth to lung, it's impressive. It is impressive. I'm sorry. I'm just good. Back when I Getcha 69 made everything look easy and blew perfect vape rings. Yes. Good old Scott. My hero. Scott and Phil Bissardo. Many hours lost watching those guys strip mods down and teaching you how to use stuff, and man. Yes, I'm going to start reminiscing and put you all to sleep in a minute. Oh, Azza, how goes it? I was just saying how good the Sparrow is and the Harrier. Maybe you weren't here when I was talking about it, but I was literally saying, early bird, can't wait to see what they're doing this year. You're not believing me, are you? No, okay. I'm sorry. But congratulations on the new unit. Congratulations on the new unit. And I do. I think you guys will knock it out of the park this year. Are you getting any Quadro mods? I don't get sent any Quadro stuff. Just don't. Which is okay. I at no point do I expect anything free to review. It's just nice when stuff does turn up and free to review. But no, I've never had a working relationship, shall we say, with him. I've reviewed a couple of his mods. I had a Squonker by him, which was tiny. It was tiny, a regulated Squonker, and it was really nice. I liked that a lot. I had the Flexi, which I thought was pretty bad, but I've never been sent anything from him. Typhoon got the 0.8, 0.1, put it running down proper. Yep. Sorry, I'm missing chat here. K-Funning currently prefer Typhoon, but this is a major I want to try. Phil's charts were awesome. We needed chat. I actually came across what did I come across? I think it was 2013 or 14. I created a couple of spreadsheets. Was it Google Sheets back then? Can't remember, but they were publicly shared, where you would go in and you would list the Genesis mod you were using. You would list the wire you were using, the type of mesh, the length, the height, and all that jazz. And we just stored it. It was just a reference point. And we had the same we had a vaping dictionary that people could just go and add anagrams, not anagrams, you know what I mean. They could add words into it and whatnot. That was back in the days when you could get away with things like that. If I was to make a publicly accessible spreadsheet now where people could add things to it, it would scares me to think what people would be adding to it. Daniel. Yeah, Sick Boy, yeah, he's done some good stuff, had a few misses, but glad he's still at it. Yes, I don't care. I mean, there's so many modders I've pissed off, but it makes me happy to see them still putting gear out. Who cares if we had a disagreement in opinions and whatnot? That doesn't matter a damn in the grand scheme of things. That's just differing opinions, but the more modders we have making stuff, the better at the end of the day. That's because there's few and far between. But then in saying that, seeing all the gear that I've got here just now for review, I mean, good stuff. Good stuff. Daniel, do you realise that you've typed that as a moderator on my live YouTube video? Let me just read this out. GTT WinCam or GT TwinCam. It's pretty amazing that Scott's I Getcha 69's 2013 videos were miles better made than any reviewer's videos now. this is a man I think of as a friend, and I just find that I'm broken. That's just triggered me. I'll not sleep tonight. Love you long time. Right. Here we go. LVE should be paying you 20% of their Orion sales. The company. The thing, I know what you mean, Bob. At the end of the day, if somebody sends you something and you really like it and it's good, then that's great. Because obviously you're going to use it going forward because it tickles you and it just clicks with you. That's brilliant. Yes. It is weird. It's so weird that the LVE Orion has taken off and all these RBAs and stuff, and it's just gone a bit nuts. We do need it. We do need it in this business. I'm very sensitive. Very sensitive. Vape 636, where's your spanner? Did you not get it? I'm sure I posted you one. Reviews should be true regardless. Modders get it wrong sometimes. And that's one of the things. I mean, you know this as. I mean, I've done reviews for Brian, and not liked certain things, and he's cool with it. Won't say that he's over the moon about it, but he doesn't take it personally. He doesn't take it personally because nothing's an attack. It's just constructive feedback. That's all it is at the end of the day. Yes, Andy, it is. I'm not. I find it hard to keep going back to mouth to lung stuff, but I'm now getting to the point where I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I used to. When I get something for review, I normally put a mouth to lung RDL and a DL build through it if it does it, if it has the options. And I always get to the mouth to lung build and I'm like, I don't want to vape all day in mouth to lung. I like vaping RDL, but I've got to vape it to test it. But now I'm getting to the point where I'm enjoying it again, which is, yeah, it's good. It is good. Have you tried? No Maviton. Maviton banned. We don't talk about it. There's already some dodgy reviewer that's hyping the hell out of it. Won't happen here. He's just... no, I've never tried Maviton. I'm quite happy with the cotton that I've got. I'm quite happy with the one I've got. Oh, the mix and a GT3. I still like the GT2 more, but the GT3 was good. Oh, feck me. One word of... What? I'm telling you, there's an alarm that goes off in his pocket whenever anybody mentions Maviton online. It's shocking. Here he is. Look, he's just... Yeah, if you're looking for Maviton, contact Jaff. Give Jaff a shout. He'll be happy to help you out. Right, here we go. Here, did they not do... Was whatever happened to the mix? They did they not do stab wood versions of the mix? I always meant to get one of them. I'm sure they did them. And they actually looked really nice. Quite big mods in the grand scheme of things, but they were nice. They were nice. Right. It's Jafferton. Okay. This is really the last thing that I've got to show you. I do believe. Right. No, I'll keep that for the review. I am allowed to show you this tank, but I'm not allowed to tell you or talk about it or anything like that, because the only thing that's been shown off just now is the exterior photo of it. So that's why I've not done a review or an up close or anything for it. But obviously this is the Kside by Phil, and this is his new RTA as well, which you can see is an absolute perfect match for the mod. Been using this for a week now, and the mod, I can see why Sam, the Bogan, of course, as soon as I say his name, it just goes through my head. It's throw another shrimp on the barbie. I've got to stop doing that. And I apologise to all Australian people in chat just now. I'm very, very sorry. But this is the micarta body that I've got on here just now, using it in 18650 mode. He sent me on a pile of bodies to go with this. Go and watch Sam Bogan's review. He said lots of really nice things about this device, and I'd agree with him. I would agree with him. And the RTA is... He's done a really nice job on it. He's done a really nice job on it. It always works better when you unlock it. It's a prawn. I did I think I did see one of Sam's videos when he said the same thing, Birdie. And as somebody that used to actually be a trawlerman and catch prawns, I can relate. I can completely relate. It is tiny. I'm not going to get... Yeah, but the Harrier, in fairness, does 21,700 as well. So there is that. There is there's a difference there. Kaiser. When will the Thorian RBA presentation be done? Thanks. To be honest, I have 1, 2... probably be about a week and a half. A week or a week and a half away. Because I've got other reviews that I have to do first. So... I mean, when... No, I'm not going to do it. I was going to compare it to something I was talking about earlier on, which is not fair. But it's done very, very well. The wicking method showed didn't work for me at all. The bow tie method you showed was the only way I got it wicking correctly without dry hits or flooding. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing at the end of the day. I mean, I get that sometimes. I get people contact me saying, the way you're wicking it's shite. I'm showing you the wicking method that I've tried, tested, and works for me. If it doesn't work for you, you could be in a different climate, you could be using different ratio juices, or you just don't know how to build as well as me. But the same with Bogan. I mean, he's building to the way he likes to build and what works for him. But at least you're getting to watch. That's the thing. There's loads of reviewers. You don't have to listen to us talking. You can just jump to the build section and see what works for you. But obviously mine are much better than Bogan's. Because I'm used to working with prawns, you know, not shrimps. 45 degree cut for the win. Yes, Kside. They're French as well. And the expo, Vape Expo, in France, Paris, France, is, I forgot, we were talking about it earlier on, towards the end of March. I think the last week in March. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it because it's my good lady's birthday. Mr. Vape 66, you can go get pumped. Yeah, the shed is smoky. The thing I've not put the actually, tell me a second. Can you hear this? Any different? I switched the extractor fan off because I was just, it makes a, I don't know if you can hear the noise or whatnot. Breeze Tones is Adam. Yes, Adam is probably the better builder, to be fair. I'll not make the Omen Zone in February either because we're heading away for our wedding anniversary. So we're going to be on holiday. I apologise. It would have been nice to catch up with you, mate. Tyler from Gentleman's Crackle channel has the Wicked Method down best. If you think so, my friend. Odd Job, what was that? Odd Job should have been called the OCD we rock, paper, scissors the name. I still think the Odd Job is, I know a lot of people, I know Jaff didn't, is it Jaff? Jaff didn't like the original Odd Job, prefers the Odd Job V2. I still think the Odd Job V1 was a fantastic RBA. I still have 2 of them and I still use them. I think it was very, in my opinion, it was overlooked by many people, and but that's just me. That's just me. Have I seen? Can't hear a difference. That's good. Yep. The V2 for Jaff. I've got the V2 here. It's right here. Like, and the V1. Where the hell's my V1? Oh, it's behind it. Sorry, it's behind it. There's one true great vape Scotch builder, and his method in building the flashy vapor RTA is the prof. We're not going to open that door. We're not opening that door. Mr. Fagan does the best wicking. And no, I'm really hoping that Mr. Fagan watches this because I watched him building that bloody GT4. Oh, he got a new one, didn't he? He got a new one. I watched him rebuilding his GT4 in one of his last videos. It was disgusting, man. It was just hanging, as we say here. It was... What? I love him. He's brilliant, though. I like Fagan a lot. The Fev build is the stuff of legends. Yes, it is. Fagan loves you, mate. Greetings from Romania. Hello. Todd, do you still use the Cloud X? No. Actually, I can say this because I said the same thing in the review. They make, I mean, the Dram, they vape exceptionally well, and the Dram was RBA. It was absolutely fantastic. But the machining that was on the Cloud X, the first run, which was what I got, the machining was pretty poor. The threading was terrible, and as much as I enjoyed vaping it, it's not something. And not being ungrateful, but it's just not something that I wanted to keep because the threading really drove me mad. They did say that for the second batch they were going to get the machining changed out, and I think they were moving shop. That's all from memory. I could be wrong there. But no, I don't use it anymore. It's gone. Yeah. Optimist. Sorry. I can say it. I shit you not. I shit you not. She had a fresh build in her, and I was vaping with her. But the only thing was that the new mesh that I got only went down to just a tiny little bit into the tank. So I vaped about 1 mil, 2 mil through it, and then I took it to bits again because I had to keep topping it up. But yes. See, now this is when they used to make stuff. This is just full metal jackets, you know, just viewing windows, things like that. There was so many Genesis all-in-one type devices that used to come like this with this kind, not this styling, but who was the guy that used to, was it So Young? Oh man, the name, So Young. He used to do metal jackets for various tanks and things, and I loved that phase of vaping because it just tickles me. But yes, a very nice man gifted me this, and it sits on my shelf beside me because I love looking at it, because it's just one of the prettiest things on the planet, and I wish we would go back to making stuff like this that looks this good. Mechs didn't always have to just be a tube. And I know they're not. I know there's lots of variations, but I think they made things nicer back in the day. And I don't care. Fight me on it. The silver dog, oh my god, the silver dog was just, as much as Sasha drives me up the feckin' wall. I mean, if there's one man on this planet that is guaranteed, not many people can push my buttons. I mean, really push my buttons, not just joking about. Sasha is gifted in that he can have me at boiling temperature within 30 seconds. But the silver dog that Van and Dell did was very, very clever. Very, very clever. I remember I sent mine to, I sent it away and I got it gold plated by Fine Mods. I've forgotten his name right now. Who was behind Fine Mods? He used to have do coating for mods and things like that before he did Fine Mods. Yes, the silver dog, the silver fox was the 14500 650 version as well. God, that takes me back. The iMob is absolutely mega. The iMob is smart. I mean, Monarchy don't send me stuff anymore. They used to. Once again, that's not a problem. It's not a problem. It was shit the way he did it, but it's not a problem. I still wish him all the best. I genuinely do wish him all the best. And I went and bought the iMob. Who did I buy it? Was it Matthew I bought it from? I bought it from Matthew because I wanted it was the Delro edition and I wanted it to put in my Delro. So I did a review for it and I kept it for a wee while. And it was a good RBA. The only thing I found was that getting the base out of the tank sometimes could be a right pain in the backside. But I enjoyed vaping on it. I really did. Google Foo needed. What have I missed here? The VV Nova. Yes, the VV Nova. Oh, happy days. I've got a rebuildable video out there somewhere for the VV Nova, teaching people how to re-wick it. Now that was fun. You remember that? Must be some of you remember that. Remember you used to take you'd have your coil with the legs, and you had to have one leg on the outside of the insulator and one running down the centre, and then put your plug, your positive contact in, and then have to snip the wire. Oh my god. Now that was fun. That was fun. Oh, Jeff, what did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, James. James, how you doing, buddy? I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year, mate. I feel like I've not spoken to you in ages. I hope you're doing well. Hang on, I've missed Jeff. Just copy and paste the feckin' thing again, man. Don't make me... I can hardly see a thing as it is. Jeff. I can't see your question, mate. Oh, Mark Todd, have you seen the new Ohm's tips? Oh, are you talking about his carbon fibre? That came up in my Facebook timeline. He's doing the carbon fibre tips. Is that what you're talking about? Yes, I did see that. Very, very impressive. Life's a bit mental, says James. Yeah. As long as you're well, bud, that's all that matters. Silica Wicks, that's what I was meant to. Who remembers the absolute bollock of building the Ithaca? Nah. Ithaca was easy. You go back to the Ayati and all these other stuff, that's when it got really... Well, I suppose the Ithaca was much the same as the Ayati at the end of the day. Yeah, res, no res, or no res, res wires, with your zapper, trying to fuse your wires together. Oh, man, that was, yeah, mental. I need to vape. The only thing I will say, I had a hell of a hassle with that. Has anybody come across that other one with the DNA60C board, where it just likes to lock itself anytime it wants? I've gone into eScribe, I've changed all the settings, I've gone from 3 clicks to 5 clicks to 3 clicks, made sure the box is unchecked, gone into themes and make sure things are all right, re-upload, upload, download, upload. And just sometimes it can just be a pain. The Harrier was the same when I originally got it. It was the same. But I fixed it on the Harrier and I just can't remember what I changed. But I've not figured it out on this, and it keeps locking itself quite quickly. It's a pain. See? There we go. Oh, that's better. Azza speaks with Liam, Mr. Ohm's tips on the daily. His drip tips are very, very... Well, his carbon fibre was... I've never used these tips. And I'm not on the mooch. His carbon fibre drip tips, very nice. Roy's having that with a mod and I don't use eScribe. Yeah. It's really annoying me. DNA60, I mean the original DNA60, and I've never had a problem with it, but the DNA60C drives me up the bloody wall sometimes. Mr. Childs has entered chat. Hello, Mr. Childs. Listen, I know you're sitting there in your underpants on the bath, having a vape on your Vape Smarter mod, thinking you're Billy Big Dick. Don't come in here taking the piss. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. No die codes. Yes, that's something else I should probably mention. No die codes. What a crying shame. No die codes. It's strange because most of my I mean, there's a balance. It's more, most of my mods, regulated mods, are probably die codes than DNAs. Yeah. I'm going to miss them. Holy shit, Terry's got a Lee Ash mech. You're asking if there's anybody else got one. There will not be many. Tom. I don't know if Tom's still here. Tom's about the only person I know that would probably still have one. Remember we aren't in Patreon only mode. Yeah, David, you just bring out the worst in me. I can't help myself. You just can't help myself. I'm really sorry. The Amiga board, I really enjoy. I know it's just on mostly on Milo's boards, mods, and the SVA XR, which is awesome, which is one of the best borrow mods, I think. Yes, I really do like enjoying it. I really do like enjoying it. Really do like using it. This is a totally different story. The old Yeehee 350J, yes, or the one before it, the one with the square screen, just the squares with the sensor. Oh, what's the other board? The Russian board, Stratum? No, Starplat. Remember the Starplat as well. The Balance 2 is a great side by side. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, Starplat. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. I don't know what happened. The Voltrove boards. Yeah. Roy cleared the Amiga. Yep. Yep. Archie. Yeah, Archie's got a lot of old, rare to get a hold of gear. He's been hoovering up a lot of stuff for the past couple of years. I'm enjoying my vape now. There's a mod. I'm going to ask the question. I've got to ask this question. Mr. Fisher, one day, if you're ever parting with a Stratum, you know the one I'm talking about, not the one with the stupid bloody big button on it, but where's it gone? I've lost it. Oh my god, where's it gone? The original Stratum. Remember they had the AK-47 edition? Those kind of ones, the wee tiny ones. One of these days we have to do a deal. Because I know you've got one of the original, you must have one of the original ones. I know you like the second version, but that had the knob on it and the big button. I wasn't a fan of that. Early bird has something cooking. Vaporesso. I don't review Vaporesso gear, so I can't comment on that. The Time Edition. Oh, that's right. I forgot you've got that. No, I didn't. I swear I didn't sell it. I didn't. There it is. This wasn't the... Remember there was 2 stratums, if you like, at one point in time. This was the plastic one. Yes, it's got a sticker on it, I know. But this thing's tiny. I mean, this is very, very small. 18650 battery. They're just if you had the OG one, they were just fantastic. They really were. I used to really have a thing for that, and the original. Remember the original Vapor Shark ones with the horrendous black coating on them, but they used to do a really small one. I used to love them as well. I've forgotten the name of them. Is Dicodes closing down from lack of sales, or the owner's just going to do something different? The Dicodes is, correct me if I'm wrong here, is a medical. Their main business is medical stuff, making medical equipment. I could be wrong on the particulars there, but I think they're still, it's a separate company if you like. I think they're still going with that. But the vaping side of things, I mean, you know as well as I do. I mean, ballpark. Hey, let's just say that Dicodes would release a new mod and they would probably put out 10, 20, 30, 40,000 of them. Now, do nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. So, is it viable for these guys to keep that size of operation going? Is it financial? Does it make sense for them? I don't know. You need to drink too. You get dehydrated when you're pulling so much. Pulling so much? Talking so much. I've got my coffee. I've got my coffee. Bob, RDNA. Thank you. Thank you. Squape have not made anything since the Arise, or the Arse, as I affectionately call it, which is going back some now. Yeah, the business just wasn't there for them anymore. They're still going. I mean, Statquam is still going, but Squape, no. Oh, you found where to get the Kaiser. Nice one. If you do get one, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, Dicodes are big in medical electronics. Yep. Coffee dehydrates. Yes, I know coffee dehydrates. I am 56 years old. I know I look and sound like a complete retard. I actually don't have anything else to add to that statement. You're absolutely right. Pete, Vapor Giant, they disappeared years ago. Years ago. It's... I'm not going to lie. I read that Dicodes were no more. And there was great sadness. Great sadness. But somewhere buried a little bit down here at the bottom of my heart, my little stone, there was somebody going, yay! Because it meant that I would no longer have to try and bullshit my way through a review pretending that I could navigate the menu system. It's just... I don't normally ignore comments. If anybody asks me what my favourite juice is and things like that, or they ask me something that I've discussed in the video, I ignore those comments, but I usually respond to as many as I can. But it's when people used to ask me, is there any chance you could do a dedicated video on the Dicodes menu? I just... never saw it. Never saw it. I'm not talking about it. Vapor Giant was a lie. I know where you're going with that, and I'm going to say nothing about it. I'm not opening that can of worms. It doesn't matter. It happened in the mists of time. But once upon a time, they were, yeah, they made stuff that I really enjoyed. I've still got what have I still got? What is this version? This one. The V5M. That's the only Vapor Giant bit of gear that I've got left. Made in Austria. Honestly, it was made in Austria. You can trust me on that. It was made in Austria. I wouldn't lie to you, honestly. Get back on there. Oh, get back on there. There we go. Trash company. Strong words. I'm not getting involved. Right. I still have the E-Motion from Squape. I've still got my EC, Squape EC 25 and the Arise. Birdie's 57. Looking well for 56. I always thought we were in their 40s. Yes. Just wait until I dye my hair. I'll look 39 again. As a mera vape. Swiftly moving on. I'm not getting into that one. You're not letting go of this Vapor Giant one. There was two brothers. There was actually more than two. There was 3 or 4. Was it 3 or 4? There was more than 2. I know that for a fact. Still waiting on the Har Mark II Electric Boogaloo, which was a name for a film called Breakdance. He's actually letting his seeing eye dog read the chat. You need a new mirror, Mr. Toy. Vape 636. My collection is good as Mark's. Mate, this isn't a competition. It's not a competition. I'm happy for you though. The Limelight one, I was actually, oh my god, I got a message from Dan actually earlier on today and I've not replied to it. Oopsie. Yeah. Limelight does hurt. But careful how I say this. If you have a business making vape gear and you're used to, let's just say mods, and you release a new mod and you're used to selling 100 a month, there has to come a point when it gets to a level when you go, this is not financially viable, or this is not going to keep me into the manner I am accustomed to. So you either shut your doors or you go a different path or whatever. And the fact that he went to that market and made a new device for another market, which he's done really, really well in, I don't blame him. I mean, the guy's family, 2 kids. Yes, he's a mate who makes me laugh. I don't blame him. It's a loss for our hobby. 100% agree, but I totally understand why he went the direction he did. totally get it. But it's a shame he's gone. It is a shame. Cause someone talked to Stephen at Creme de Vape that it's safe to ship to Sweden. It's not Stephen, it's Keith at Creme de Vape. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he has got somebody called Stephen that works there. Sorry, that's just an assumption on my part. I apologise, I could be wrong. Birdie remembers breakdance. Have I got one of those lice combs like Fagin to comb out your cotton with? I've never combed out my cotton like that. I literally cut 45-degree cut, blow on it to just puff it up, and then just bung it in, and it works. New product. Is it under the same name for Limelight? It's hash weed. 2 seconds. Bear with me, caller. Dun dun. Let me find this. There you go. This is the Limelight mod. The frolic. Us Scots people really struggle with R's. It's not for vaping. It's not for vaping. But yeah, the game that he's in now, that's he does really well with it. And yes, that was in the Creme de Vape website. Scott's bathroom painting. Hello, Scott. It got good exposure. It did in the reviews. It did really well in the reviews that I watched for it. Right. Over to you. Because I have nothing left to show you at all. Oh no, hang on. Who said... Sick boy. Marco in Visionary Mods. Does that mean I can get my penguin out? You know how much I like getting my penguin out. Let's get the penguin out. Where are you, my baby? There you are. Ah, come to daddy. Oh. This is just... He actually sent me, I mean, there's be a certain person in here that will remember the Bally, because he sent me the Bally on, which I got free to review. But we were chatting away and he says, yeah, and I'm doing some other versions of the Penguin. This is Marco at Visionary. And he showed me a photo of this, and I still to this day, it gives me so much joy to vape with this. It's just the finish. His CA coating was bang on. He just such a good job of it, and you know, Aiden at Tippy Mods, he got a lot of advice from Marco on doing CA coating, and these are just beautiful things. I'm not always a fan of CA coatings, but just on the Penguin by Visionary, it just, yeah, and once again, this is by Tippy Mods, both who are no longer here anymore, which is very, very sad. There's another Tippy Mods. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh! I always love this wee face here. This was a firing button was up here. Just, I miss stuff like this. Right, I'm reminiscing. I'm going down memory lane here. If you have any questions, if there's anything I've missed, or anything you want to discuss, or anything, just no more taking the piss out of me, please. I've had enough. And yes, if you have any questions or anything you want to discuss, now is the time. If not, I'm going to go into the house and I'm going to watch a movie with my good lady. Unless she's fallen asleep, which means I'm going to go into the house and watch some more Justified. I'm now up to season 4. I'm rewatching Justified, which superb telly, superb. Jeff, I missed Jeff again. How the feck? I don't know. You have to. Can you not type in bigger characters, a larger font? Where are you? Drawer of shame for non-paying members. Make a draw. Non-paying members? I don't have any non-paying members. I don't mind. That's just... detonator style buttons? Yes. The red light. Have you moved your shed to Amsterdam? No. My red light is just so that I sit here in the hope that one day somebody will come to visit me in my shed. How frequent do you change your cotton? I change my cotton a lot. Because I vape. My all-day vape is this stuff, which is Jedi's Punk RM's VC. It's an old school custard, vanilla custard. It's very dirty, so I have to change it a lot. Mr. Chic Boy, you come by anytime you like, my friend. I'm still waiting on that bottle of bourbon, by the way. Would recommend one battle after another. Really? I have a habit of avoiding Oscar bait. You know, films that, you know, when you see them and the way they're advertised, you go, this has been made for Oscar time. And that's what I thought. So I didn't bother watching it because of that. But then I thought the same thing about 3 Billboards. And I just watched that for the first time 2 weeks ago. And it was a bloody amazing film. So maybe I should get over myself and go and watch it. Ken Loach movies? You're a man of great taste. Still in a box. I have to get your hand in. I'm only joking, buddy. I'm only joking. That was a hand on heart. Appreciated, but there was a joke. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm not going to ask for subscriptions. I'm not going to ask for likes. I'm not going to ask for you to join my Patreon, because I've got enough assholes in there already that make my day an absolute misery. You know who you are. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I was yes, Daniel 3 Bank. Would you say like once a week? Was that on the juice question? No, a couple of days. Yeah, Birdie, bring the beagle. We should have a beagle meet-up. There's only 3 of us. We just pick somewhere in the middle, and then we can meet up there. But Pam, love you, Pam. Right, Have a good one, guys, and we will catch up with you very, very soon. Cheery, bye.